as always, as always. But listen, you guys, it is November 4th. It is our first meeting, our winter circle meeting, if you will, for this month, right? How many of you guys excited about the month, right? The opportunity to really, really get this month on the go. We got a ton of momentum, you guys, on the call, on the team. We closed out, okay, last month with 89 apps. So give yourselves a round of applause, right? We closed out with 89 apps as a team, right? Which is huge because we hit our 100 milestone, or we hit our 100 app mark um in September, which was really a huge milestone. It was the second time we've done that as a team. I believe the last time we did it was December of the previous year, the end of 2024. We hit 100 apps. So we came back to hit 100 apps again in September. And you guys, we didn't drop down to 50 or 30 in October, right? Listen, you guys deserve a round of applause. Listen, you guys, there's 9 people on this call this morning. I don't know if it's just me, but let's take a screenshot. Let's get some folks from the team on this call, because this is how we built this business. We built this business from call to call, meeting to meeting. Being somebody who just qualified for the 6-figure ring, I just want to tell you all that thank you. I want to tell you all that I absolutely dedicate the earning of this 6-figure ring to you guys as a team. Definitely could not have done it without you all. So I want you guys to personalize the ring. Okay. I don't want you guys to see the ring as Sunni Samaj's ring. I want you guys to see it as our ring. Okay. Listen, when you have leadership, that has basically hit the milestones before you, that's something to be grateful for and something for you to own, right? For example, Supreme Team now has an equity partner, an executive business director, right? And a 6-figure ring earner. Our team now can say we own that as a team. And it's very powerful if you guys take on that perspective of it. I don't want you guys to just see it as, oh, Mr. Samad hit the ring. I want you guys to say I'm next, but I also want you guys to understand that this ring for me was my responsibility and my duty to you. Okay. I'm going to say that one more time. This ring for me was my responsibility and duty to you. One, because I, as your leader and one of your leaders, have to show you what's possible. Okay. I have to show you what's possible on this platform. Is this making sense to you guys so far? Right? Is everybody with me? Is everybody woke? We locked in? We good to go? Okay. Okay. So it's Tuesday. And so, I know we had some wins and things of that nature, but I will open up and just kind of talk about some things in regards to mindset, in regards to the journey to the ring. All right. And those of you who want to write some stuff down, please write it down. 80% of this for me is mindset, 20% is skill set. And I say it all the time because you guys, skills, okay, the skills in your wheelhouse are only valuable when your will in your skill set is on fire. Your will, your level of determination has to be the driving force of your business. You have to have a no excuse mentality. Nobody's going to give you this thing. Okay? Nobody's going to give it to you. So you got to cry about it. You got to pray about it. You got to, almost want to quit sometimes, right? But still show up. And so for me, it was a lot of sacrifice. You guys, a lot of people quit on me. I lost whole teams before, some of you guys got here. Betty's been one of the people that's been here a while. Jemima's been here a while, right? I remember when we had the likes of a Bill Fagans and, Velvet Olins and, and stuff like that. And where are they now, right? They're no longer here. but we still got to the six-figure ring. We still got the ring in spite of, right? Right? That's the story. That's the story, right? We had leaders that didn't buy into me. I had leaders that didn't agree with me, but I still got the ring. And one of the cool things about the ring, you guys, is you can't special promote your way into a ring, right? That don't come by way of favor. That's cash flow, right? That's money. That's not submitted points, okay? And so one of the things that stick out for me in the journey was and is because I have far from arrived, you guys. We just getting started. But this is a huge milestone for us because getting the ring is significant to the fact that our systems actually work, right? You guys know that there's a lot of BDs out there, right? There's a lot of people in this industry, right? They got big old teams. They got a lot of position, but they don't have any proof of concept from a standpoint that the systems are actually turning into money, right? I believe I told the leadership one day, every business director you have in your organization, and please write this down, every BD you have in your organization represents about, two to $2,500 in passive income. Okay. Every BD that you have, especially in the first year. What do I mean by that? So you'll see cycles like passively about $700-800 a week with one BD on your team, especially in the first year. Okay. So how do I get to a 10K passive executive business director? But something happens as you grow, the income grows exponentially, right? And so CEO business director, that's 6 direct business directors, that represents about 25 to 30K in passive income a month, right? And then there's, vice chairman and things of that nature. So how many of you guys, by show of hands, have the printout of the executive promotion chart anywhere where you could see it? The red one, you got that one, right? So it shows you that you can go 18 wide, okay? 18 wide to max out the comp plan. So when I first got to OIC, another one of the things that I did, you guys, was I realized what the top was, and I played for the top. I didn't play for just BD. I didn't play for just, and I'm still not, right? I can tell you right now who my next 3 business directors are. I can tell you right now who my next 3 business directors are. So those of you who haven't hit BD yet, go BD. And then it becomes about you duplicating yourself over and over and over again. But you've got to be a top-notch version of what you want to see in your organization. See, I can't complain about the team if I'm not playing full out. See, the only reason that I don't have to take excuses is because I don't give any. So I have the liberty to really pour into people because I don't give myself any excuses. And because I don't give myself any excuses, right, I don't take any from other people. Now, does that make me mean-spirited? No, I'm not saying you should be some big reprimander and make it your job to reprimand people all the time. No. But you can see excuses and smell excuses in people who are probably on a track to not get where they want to go. And then you have the opportunity based on who you are to pour into them, right? Because you didn't make any excuses, because you fought for it, right? So there's some things that are going to come naturally. There's a destination that you'll get to with very little effort, right? And then there's so far up the mountain you'll get when you develop your skill set. This is where you guys start cultivating your ability to, talk wealth formula and strategies and things of that nature, do F&As. But the rest of it, the top of the mountain, is preserved for the people who want to fight for it. Period. That's the difference. That top 3%, okay? How many of you guys want to be in that top 3%? Like, seriously. Like, how many guys like really want to do something above average? Like me. Like, I will not make any less than $1 million a month in this industry. I hate to say this because somebody made it very unpopular to say, but I did have a conversation with Brad this morning because he called me, okay, and he congratulated me personally. What a CEO, right? Some of y'all laughing because y'all know what I'm talking about. So, but what a CEO, right? He called me this morning personally to congratulate me. He's super excited about some stuff that's happening, right? But we have the opportunity to talk about just that, like who we are and what do we have to offer. You guys see what's happening in the economy right now from a standpoint of the SNAP programs being taken away, and all the what they call entitlement programs. That's what conservatives call it, by the way. They call them entitlement programs. They're saying that people who take advantage of these programs are just entitled, lazy people who don't want to go to work. And you know what? To an extent, they're right. But the question you have to ask yourself is, do I want that to be something, a narrative that anybody could wrap around me? Because the choice is yours. People don't see you through their eyes, they see you through your eyes. So, how do you want to represent yourself in the world? Number one. Number two, okay? Number two, you have the key to financial freedom. Everything that the government is doing about it and changing laws, you have the opportunity to educate people out of it and emancipate people from poverty. You have the opportunity to emancipate people from poverty. Some of you guys know Frederick Douglass, right? Frederick Douglass was somebody who, through teaching himself how to read, he emancipated himself from chattel slavery, right? What we give people is financial literacy to emancipate themselves out of financial poverty and financial bondage. That's what you have in your hands. But you have to ask yourselves, what is the nature of my message? Am I just an agent? Because if you're just an agent, you only gonna make just agent money. But you want to know what the people who make 7+ figures in this industry, their message is so much bigger than just, I can help you with a policy. I can help you create financial legacy. I can break the chains free forever. Kim told a powerful story about a policy we did with somebody in my family. And she empowered that family member to a point where when we got the money right, everything else started aligning right there on the call. She was like, you know what? I'm gonna get my health together. I'm gonna start, right? That's power. Me and Betty do appointments all the time in South Carolina. And for some reason, I won't go into that, can't nobody qualify. Because of their health, Jemima, for some reason, right? Everybody's overweight and obese and eat bad and got underlying health issues, and they only 30 years old. Right? They're only 30 and 35. And what's happening is there's a information desert and there's a food desert in South Carolina. And people who look like Betty Hall and I are suffering. And so now her mission is, I got to help these people in the totality of aligning their belief systems and who they are with their ability to qualify for the financial freedom they deserve, because they still out there eating McDonald's in beef and gravy for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? When I came to Texas, Kim, true story. I was in dialysis, Jemima, you know, right? I was in the medical space, and the demographic of sick people from California to Texas, like, decreased by half. So I was serving patients in a dialysis demographic between ages 50 and 65 in California. When I got to Texas, the demographic changed from 30 to 40. Yes, there are more 30 and 40-year-olds on dialysis in the South than there are on the outskirts of the country. Places like New York, California, where health consciousness is alive and well and vibrant. I was eating avocados in the break room. They thought I was crazy. Avocados and couscous. Oh my God, you eat so healthy. This is just what I eat. I'm not trying to eat healthy. I like avocados. But I realized that, like, so what I'm saying is, Betty and I are now understanding that we have to have a bigger message. Y'all following me? Right? It can't just be about a policy. So she's embodying and cultivating a message to understand that she understands that in her demographic, in order to really serve at the highest level, she's got to come with a mission, like what Kim is doing with the $1 Million Baby. There was a lot of people doing $1 Million Baby or talking $1 Million Baby, but Kim owned it. She owned it. She was like, listen, I, as a mother who lost a child, I carry something way different than most people with this. I'm going to own it. She didn't ask people permission to get those banners. I don't even know where she got them banners. She just went and got them. Right? And it was t-shirts everywhere all of a sudden. And they was, instead of doing just school events, they was doing $1 Million Baby events. I was like, wow. She took the message and she owned it. What's your message? I always say this all the time. If you ask a CEO of McDonald's what they sell, they're not going to say burgers and fries. They're going to tell you that they sell hope, okay, and opportunity to underserved communities. The platform is burgers and fries. The platform is OIC. What do you sell, though? See, I sell an opportunity at the American dream. I sell the opportunity of financial freedom. I sell legacy. I sell money to people. Did you guys know that y'all do is sell money to people? When I was working at Wells Fargo, right, we used to order money. Oh, yeah, it's true. You sell money. When your kids ask you, this is the coolest answer you can give your kids. When your kids ask you what you do, tell your kids you sell money to people. It'll blow them away. You're like, what? You sell money to people? Yeah, I sell money to people, right? That's what you do, though. You take somebody's money and you say, you can purchase more money at 8%. And to the extent that you have more money to purchase more money, you can get more money. But in order for you to get more money, you got to talk to me, because I'm the liaison between your money and that seat at the table. 8% interest, 10% interest, 15% interest, 30% interest. But if you don't talk to me, Jemima, you got to go talk to JP Morgan and Bank of America. They're going to give you 0.02%. You can be like most Americans and go through traditional banking, right? But what is the nature of the message? So when 6 figures for me, you guys, was about creating a movement, Supreme Team, this and developing leaders. Okay. We're going to be the biggest leadership producing team in the country. Period. When I look on this screen, I see future book writers. I see future podcasters. I see future, all kinds of stuff, but leveraging this platform to make it happen. right? How many of you guys see something like that for yourselves? Miss Betty Hall, let's give Miss Betty a congratulations, right? Because she just launched a book, right? Right? When is your book coming out, Miss Betty Hall, by the way?
My book will be coming out the first of the year, like New Year's.
January 1st.
Super excited.
Congratulations.
Yes. So
Let's give
super
her a round of
excited.
applause. Yes. Awesome. Miss Betty, can you talk about though how this platform had something to do with the your inspiration to writing this book and getting this book done?
Oh yeah. So this platform, number one, Mr. Suni, he's been speaking life into me since I came. And like he said, when we started off, oh wow, the last convention, it was like five or six people. Me and him are I think the only ones who are left in from that group. And
Mm-hmm,
then I came into contact with Miss Princess Map, and
mm-hmm,
she is aligning me and connecting me, and she's facilitating me. She facilitated me finishing my book, and she's
mm-hmm.
also helping me with the publishing. So it's given me the platform, and God just has a way of connecting us all together. Like here, it's like a one-stop shop like OIC is. So,
Yes,
whatever purpose or vision that you have for your life and you're here right now, it's already here. It's inside of you, number one. And then number
mm-hmm.
two, he connects you with the people who know how to make it come to fruition. So I am super grateful. My book is called Jaleesa's Journey. It's about my daughter's passing, but more than anything, it is a light to people who have lost others. So I'm just encouraging them through the Bible, the Word of God, knowing that if I can make it and I still have a smile, then you too can. And I'm just super excited about it, Mr. Suni. I cannot wait. So that's it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So congratulations, right? First of many, right? But this is just a testament to the fact, the idea that this has become bigger than just selling a policy, you guys. And so when you talk about, the journey to six figures, this is the last thing I'll say. And then we'll open up for some wins, right? Um, and I want you guys to see it this way too. The discipline, the focus, the systems that take someone from five figures a year to six figures a year is indicative to the fact that if they can go from five to six figures, they can go from six to seven. That's what's exciting about it. That's what's exciting about it, right? The exciting, okay? That's exciting, right? The fact that I know now that the system took me from five figures a year to six figures, and the same thing that took me from five figures to six can take you to six to seven. Okay, seven-figure income. So with that said, listen, you guys, I'm gonna open it up, for some wins. I know we had some folks close some business and recruit some folks and things of that nature. Or if you just want to add value to the call is open. Miss Kim, Princess, BDs, I see y'all on. Y'all have any value that y'all want to add to the call or some wins that you guys want to discuss?
Good morning.
Good
Oh,
morning. Go ahead, Kim, because I don't know if you're on your.
Yeah, she on her way to
yes,
work.
I'm almost to work.
Time gap.
Um, yes. So me and Dexter had a client yesterday from the church, and we're living in a time of uncertainty, right? With all this things that government, shut down. Employee for she was employed by the government, though they're not getting paid, right? They're um and SNAP, as you guys know too, like food stamps and all that is being cut. It's like, we are answer to someone's prayer, right?
Come on.
Like
Come
this
on.
lady was so like she was like, Kim, I don't even know what to say. Like like I don't know if I'm gonna retire in three
Mm,
days or I'm gonna, she wants to retire in 4 years. But with her situation, like she can't even go into her employer's website because it's government property, that she's not even able to check her retirement. So,
mm,
you know, um, and if we were like a transactional type of company, we've already lost that client.
yes.
She said like the people that came in before were basically just forcing people to sign documents. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what we do, you guys, and really, each and every one of you, because you guys have a big heart, right, for serving, right? We're going to take over the industry. Like how Mr. Sumad said, my vision is for this team is really expansion. Like, how do we really get more people that have the same mindset as us? Because this industry, you guys, yes, you can make a lot of money and people are lured into this industry because of that, right? But like Mr. Samad said this morning in his training, like we don't want everyone. Okay. There's, if we can't force people to do, you know, to run their own business, right? It takes definitely a group of people to lead, but also, to serve our communities. And that's why I get on this call because it's so exciting to hear like Hans speaking to 100 people, right? Where, you know, um, me getting out of the comfort zone, like I don't even like talking, but I'm forced to talk. Okay. But I just want to thank you guys because it's all about to what Mr. Samad said is the culture that we bring here to this team is so important because then we show that too when we're working with clients. So I just wanted to share that this morning.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Kim. And I'm taking notes, to what Kim is saying, you guys. And again, we've been talking to a lot of the leaders, abroad OIC. We're about to have a big cultural shift. They just posted the January event in Las Vegas called The Awakening. I've had the pleasure of sitting in the background of just kind of how that meeting is unfolding. And we were again faced with the question of what's the nature of our message? What message do we want to send to OIC, right? And when we're talking about the first event of the year in January being a awakening, right? To say, hey, our metal has been tested. We've been through some ups and downs, right? We've been through some roller coasters, but this is the awakening. An awakening of what? An awakening that we're here to stay. And that is our culture, right, Kim? When you look at the people that OIC attracts, that's our culture, man. We attract some people who have gone through it, been through it, and triumphed it. Kim says the supreme victory, right? She's taking ownership of supreme victory. I think Princess is taking ownership of supreme legacy, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? But right, we have a vision that is long term, right? Because we're basically saying, listen, in the event that life throws whatever at us, listen, all it's gonna do is make us stronger. And people want to be a part of that. I said it on the call earlier. Kim's talking about culture. The generic definition of culture is a collective mindset that reinforces the positive attributes of the individual, right? So if I'm Filipino, I speak Tagalog, right? I'm known for this, that, I eat this kind of food, whatever the case may be, like this kind of music, and it reinforces a positive identity because it makes me feel valuable. Okay? Culture is supposed to make you feel valuable. People want to join culture. They learn how to make money later. I promise you. People want to join culture. They learn how to make money later, right? And that's what we're building here on the Supreme Team, you guys, is a phenomenal culture. So thank you for sharing that with us, that win, and congrats to you and Dexter. Kim, Miss Princess, I know you had your hand up as well. I don't see a lot of people participating in this call from a standpoint of cameras being on, but y'all know, man, how y'all do anything is how y'all do everything. A lot of us saying we want to go to Italy, but we don't got Italy habits. You can't have uphill hopes and downhill habits.
Chabelo. We are going to
We have
Italy.
uphill hopes and downhill habits. So go ahead though, Miss Princess.
I just really wanted to congratulate you and thank you for your leadership. Getting that ring, I'm sure wasn't an easy task, and you really, resonated in my spirit. Just the ability when you really focus and you stay and you stick to it. You said all these things came at you that you don't think of. Like, we're all here right now, but we care about those around us. We want everyone to win. And I was talking to a friend yesterday who's known me forever, been in the lowest of lows with me, highs to highs. We can talk anytime. And he's like, don't forget about me. And I'm like, I'm not. I said, but I'm telling you to get in the car now. Don't wait till I'm going 100 miles per hour, right? But just the success that you've shown in your leadership, it is so contagious to me because I want better for my family, and I could see it through you. So I'm looking at my future, and shoot, another year, because I've been here a year. So I'm counting down to the 5 and listening to Hans and just, the work that he's put in. I'm reminded when he he spoke these last few days, and it was just so powerful that I'm reminded the power that we have in ourselves and what we're capable of. And we're the only ones that stop us. And if we would put that to work and go out here, we have all the evidence around us and all the proof, like you said, of the concept that this thing really does work. And not just that, we've actually plugged in. And I like to always say that you were yanked somewhere from somewhere else, and you were placed in this incubator for God and what he's about to do through us. As you say, the sky is falling. People are running around and things do not look the same. Like the young lady like Kim just said, the young lady couldn't even get into her account. I watched another lady on TikTok say, hey, right now you guys need to be going into your back office trying to figure out, where your money is. And people are panicking. But please know that you make the difference when you show up. And just getting on this call every day God is going to honor that. God is going to honor it. It may not seem like it, but every little step, every effort that you guys take, every phone call, he's counting that. He's looking at your receipts. But you can't expect to win, because he said faith without works is dead. But you take one step, he's going to take 2. So I just want to encourage you guys this morning. I'm very excited. We only have 2 more months, but there's so much. That's a lot of time to make a huge difference for your family for next year and going into the new year strong. So thank you.
Absolutely. And I appreciate you sharing that, because that's all this is for me. The ring, you guys, is just proof of concept for you. Right? Just proof of concept for you that you can make this thing happen, and you can make it happen quicker than me. I want y'all to get the ring in a year. I don't want you to get it in 2 years. I want you to get it in 1 year. I want you to get it in 18 months. I want you guys to surpass me. I can't wait to tell the story of the ring earner that we've produced on this team, that did it in 6 months, that did it in 8 months, right? I can't wait to produce the story from on this team of the, executive business director that we produced in a year, right? Because it's coming. It's coming, right? And it's going to happen. And I want you guys to put on your calendars to join us in Atlanta because we're going to celebrate as a team. We're going to have a culture building event December 7th in Atlanta, and we're going to celebrate the six-figure ring together as a team. I got a location already in place. Myself, Miss Mary Grace, and Hans Augustine, we've already kind of lock down a location so that it'll be fun. We might do like a little bowling event with some food, some adult beverages, things of that nature, but a place we can all come together, let our hair down, and just really get that cohesiveness, right? Moving into 2026, because 2026, right, is going to be determined by how many of us enter 2026 arms locked, right? If we enter 2026 arms locked, we're going to be unstoppable. 2026 is going to be a way bigger year than 2025 is and was. So, anybody else want to share some wins or talk about some wins? I know Miss Mary Grace Anasco is on the call. Thank you for joining us, sis. I appreciate you so much.
I
Did
have
you
a
want to
small
chime
win.
in? Come on, Miss Jemima. Let's go.
I completed my very first teacher appointment and application with Brian on Saturday.
Let's go. Let's go.
That only
Congratulations.
took a year, but got it done.
No, I love it. You know what I love about Jemima is her tenacity, her stick to itness. But go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go
No,
ahead.
that's it. That's it.
She
And I
said
have an
that's it.
appointment with Tracy at 1 o'clock today to help me with Georgia Market. So
Yes, yes. And so
yeah.
Tracy is a regional director with National Life Group. Okay. So again, Jemima was not giving up on the teacher space. She says, okay, how do I figure out how to get more opportunities available to me? So we got in touch with the regional director for National Life Group named Tracy, and Tracy is opening up some doors, sent her an amazing list of schools and churches and things of that nature that she could,
And Georgia them
you
out.
know, look at that list. That's crazy, right? And so, those of you who know people in Georgia or are in the Georgia space, right, get with Jemima because she has the whole list of schools that are already 403B ready and then schools that are prospects. But we know now that it don't matter, right? We knocking on doors that NLG haven't knocked on yet. And that's okay, right? Because these represent opportunities for us. But congratulations, though, Jemima. I saw that come through with you and Brian Swisher on the teacher appointment, right? I wasn't sure if that was a small business or a teacher appointment, but that's huge. So congratulations to you. Was that through an email or was that through a visit, school visit?
It was through an email from South Carolina after I stopped my email campaign.
Yes.
So
Wow. Wow.
yeah, and
Wow.
it took a very long time with her rescheduling for like over a month to get it done.
Yes. Yes. Well,
So
congratulations, right?
yeah.
Congratulations. The fortune is in the follow up. And that's a sign, right? That's a sign that it's still opportunity here for you. And I know you're going to absolutely start closing way more. It's the free throw syndrome. I call it the free throw syndrome. Those of you who play basketball, right, or understand the sport of basketball, when a player is having a bad game, what they do is they try to get to the line,
It's
right?
rough.
And they get to the line, right? So that they can get a free throw. And the psychology of just seeing one go in changes the game. And so it's the same thing in our business. Sometimes we just need that one app, right? Sometimes we just need that one recruit. And once we get that one app, that one recruit, it's like, okay, I've broken the mental spell of not closing any business. And before you know it, I'm telling you, watch, I'm almost sure Jemima's about to start closing a tremendous amount of business after this. It happened for me the same exact way. Mary Grace, she locked the door on me in her office, and she said, "I'm not letting you leave here without writing, getting your family situated." And I've just been writing business ever since. But that was the moment that I needed to kind of cross that mental threshold. And so, congratulations, Miss Jemima. That's awesome. That's awesome. Listen, anybody else? I know we got a few people just hopped on. Mr. Stephen Taylor, he just hopped on. Mr. Hans Augustin, he's out of school, I'm sure. He trying to wrap up equity in a real way. Uh, but anybody else want to add value to the call or share some wins? Anybody have any wins?
Hey, brother, I've got recruiting wins, so I've
Let,
got a,
let's go.
three-way call. I got two three-way calls today, so those are my
Yes,
wins, brother. Uh,
let's
I,
go.
I'm an associate on the way to BD.
Come on, man.
I appreciate you,
Love it,
brother.
love it,
I
love it, love
appreciate
it.
you, my friend. Appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. And those are wins, man. You know, those three-way
Yes, sir.
calls lead to opportunities, right?
Exactly.
And you know, guys, the reason we do three-way calls is a part of our system, right? The three-way call is designed to get the new person who doesn't really know how to language the business or language the opportunity out of the way so a leader could step in, right? Hey, Mr. Stephen Taylor, you don't got to know everything about OIC. Get them on a call with me, right? I'll tell them about the
Absolutely.
opportunity. I'll provide proof of concept, but it becomes your recruit, right?
Yes, sir.
That's a beautiful
Yes, sir.
system. That's a beautiful system, right? Because it feeds the team from the bottom up and not from the top down. And you
That's
want
right.
a bottom up system, you guys. You want a system that harbors the success of the new person, right? We don't want to
And
be one of those top heavy companies where only the
exactly.
people at the top making money, right?
That's right,
And
brother.
what I love about our recognition every week is that we got new people hitting the board every single week, every single week. Okay, which is a testament to a system that works. So congratulations, brother. I'm looking forward to them three-way
Thank
calls. You
you,
know I
brother.
got you if you need me. All
Yes,
right.
sir. Hey, can I just share one other thing?
Of course.
It seems the last three people, Mr. JD that I brought on, and then the last two people that I've talked to that I've got the three ways with today. Um, they said I was with so and so. This girl today in Indiana said she was with Globe Life for just 3 months, and she said, "But I received absolutely no training. They didn't train me how to do anything." And so,
Yeah.
uh, the last three people that I've talked to, I've really concentrated on the culture. I mean,
Hmm.
I said, look, I've been in it since the mid '70s and never had this kind of culture. And so it's made a difference. I really feel like these there are definitely three that I will be getting back on with. So bringing on. So I just appreciate you. Thanks for the culture. I'll close my mouth now, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, listen, I mean, before you even got on the call, Mr. Taylor, that's what we were talking about. We were talking about culture, right? We were talking about people joining the culture, right? People don't just join a business, they don't just join a team, they join a culture, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
so, let's keep that winning culture alive. We're gonna close this month out, you guys, with a bang. Not this month, but this year. Again, we'll be in Tennessee in December, I believe December 6th.
Yes, sir.
And then we'll be in Atlanta December 7th, and then
I'm
we'll
going
be in
both
Jersey.
places.
Yes, sir.
I'm
Let's go. And then we'll
going both
be in
places.
we'll be in New Jersey December 9th, right? Flyers
Awesome.
coming soon. We're gonna promote the hell out of that because in Atlanta, it's gonna be a Supreme Team party, right? And we're gonna celebrate this milestone, this six-figure ring together, right? So y'all just block your calendars for December 7th. I know a lot of the BDs and a lot of the team from the West Coast will already be along with Mary Grace and Nasco at an event in Atlanta. And then they're gonna pour out all that excitement from the women empowerment event, right? And then they're gonna come and hang out with us, and we're gonna bring everybody down from the East Coast. Betty Hall's coming, she don't know yet. Fola, she's coming, she don't know yet. Nandy's coming, she don't know yet. George is coming. He don't know yet. Jemima's coming because it's a drive away. Y'all could drive to Atlanta. And it's going to be one of the first times
I'm
that the
already
East
here.
Coast and the West Coast are going to be in the same room at the same time celebrating as a team. And we need to post the picture and the evidence to any and everybody who tried to test our metal that we still
Absolutely.
here. We
Absolutely.
still here,
Let's
right?
go.
So that's the proclamation that we're gonna end this event. We're gonna end the year together, locked in, arm to arm, shoulder to shoulder, ankle to ankle. All right. So super excited about it. Miss Mary Grace, did you want to kind of share something?
Yes, of course. That's not even a question. Hey, I want to start, of course. Congrats, congrats. Well deserved for the 100K ring to this team and your leadership. And it's about leader of leaders. I think what you did in a time where, um, there could have been a lot of excuses, but at the end of the game, why this is called a winner circle. And if you're not in this, maybe you don't want to be a winner. You don't want to be
Mm,
part of the winner circle. And so
mm,
anytime there's a winner in there, I'm going to get myself there because directly and indirectly, it's what we
mm,
speak to ourselves. We
that's
got to be
right.
our number one cheerleader. As Suni
Mm,
always says, how you do anything is how you do everything. So showing up, we always heard, is half the battle, but it goes hard work. We got to put in the work because no one gets lucky. A lot of times people will see right now that just hop on, oh man, Suni, and she did it so fast. You didn't see him in the 2 decades before that he was wanting this. But it's God's timing, right? Are we patient enough? And we have a platform right now with our infinite company that we are having a platform where we want 1 million. I want 1 million ring earners from now until 2030. Why are we going
that's
to
right.
wait, another decade, 2 more decades? Because many people are drowning right now. As I've shared with everyone, 2025 is what we call Jubilee year. Jubilee year should be where all debts are paid. It happens like every 5 years, 10 years, 25 years. Um,
Mhm,
are we ready to get all our debts paid?
mm,
We are a slave to debt right now. You see,
mhm.
but we have created a platform where we do write our own paycheck. And if it's so hard to see a 6 figure because no one in our family has ever done it, well, Suni's part of your family, right?
That's right.
All of us start from
That's right.
somewhere. So one, congrats. This is only the beginning.
Bring it in.
This is our floor right now. 6 figure, as I keep sharing with everyone, I know it might be hard to manifest, but 7, 8, 9 figures is where after, because that means we have helped many people. Suni, it just shows that you haven't scratched the surface. You've helped some people, and just clarity. When Suni said Mary Grace got me and locked the door, he was right there with Latoya, right? And the 2 boys. And this is what I say, when we are speaking the truth, we might not want to hear it. We might be somewhat even afraid to mention it, but later on, they're going to appreciate us because at the end, it's only the truth that set us free. Our
That's
truth
right.
is, can we protect other families when our own family is not protected? Can we help other families when I myself is not even making the kind of
No.
income I at least desire? So it starts with us. Be accountable to that, and you're not alone. I love it, Stephen. I saw that you started drinking the recruiting. You as a singer. I keep
Oh,
reminding that song. You've got that recruiting feeling. Whoa, that recruiting feeling. I'm gonna stop right there. Y'all know I'm not the singer, but you and Suni, you make the song out of that, because sometimes when we bring someone on board, all we see is the heartache, the headache, but we don't see with enough time that's going to be that next big builder. They just need
yeah.
to unpack certain things that they've been came with, but deep down they even lost that winning mentality. No one talked to them that they're a champion. They just kept hearing, you're a quitter, you're a loser, you think you're better than us. But we have to have that positive brainwashing. We are winners, we are champions, and if you don't hear it from us, you speak to it to yourself. Okay. I'm so proud of this team. I can't wait. New year already started. 2026 is already here. November has always been the biggest month. We always called it November to remember, because we're
Mm,
not going to be distracted by the holidays. This industry, and Steve is the one that says it. He's been in this industry since the 70s. And I'm not going to
yes.
give your age, because you're hanging out with the young ones. You're aging backwards, sir. Your mission and your passion. But I tell you, dreams have no deadline, but
Come
we
on.
have the opportunity to really position everyone to create their legacies and be that promise keeper. And remember, Suni, Steve, George, I know Hans is on the field. How lucky are y'all to be around this awesome, powerful, beautiful women that's just so passionate about the mission? Just remember, Jesus, I know he had his 12 disciples, right? But who supported Jesus' ministry was the Susanna, the Joanna, and the Mary Magdalene. They were on the
Mm,
background, but because of their commitment, Jesus got the work done. The guys normally they're the one who make a lot of drama for Jesus. You know, they want the rewards, they want the recognition. They
you
fight,
go.
they curse in front of Jesus, they
You
give him
go.
excuses. But you all know, just like in this industry right now, if you want to know who's looking for the insurance, is the
Mm,
women in their
that's right.
30s to
No,
50s
that's right.
age group, and they're mostly all executive business
Mm,
owner. They just don't have time.
that's right.
They're looking for us to help them,
That's right.
because we have something so extremely amazing. And ladies, Suni's training this
Mm,
morning, marry the business, don't date it. Let's put a ring on it. We don't need a fiance or
mm,
anybody to put a ring on our finger. Let's do it together, and let's marry this business, because we
yes.
are building generational wealth. So I'm so proud of this team. Go Italia. Ciao bella, bellissimo. Arrivederci.
Listen, love it,
Love
Miss
you
Mary
all.
Grace. Thank you so much. For gracing us with her presence. Those of you who are new, you don't know who Mary Grace Anasco is. She's one of the founders of our Infinite Company. You guys, she does not have to be on this call, but it's just a testament to this company and the culture of this company, right? When you have access to a founder and they make the time to come on your call, that's a big deal, right? And I can't let you guys just not embrace that, right? Because here's the thing, and this is what I'm driven to do, and this is my promise to y'all. This is my promise to OIC. I'm gonna change this culture. I'm gonna change this culture. I'm going to make sure that when you hit BD, you feel like you're honored amongst the community of people that you serve, because you deserve to be. You deserve to be. When you hit BD, when you hit six figures, I'm gonna make sure you feel like, if you're a woman, I'm gonna make sure you feel like you Beyonce when you walk in the room. And if you're a man, I'm gonna make sure you feel like Michael Jackson when you walk in the room, because you deserve to be felt like that. Here's the thing. It's not bragging. It is not being conceited. If we don't celebrate each other internally, why would people come here? Why are people going to come here? Kobe Bryant was a legend to the Lakers first. Then he was a legend outside of the Lakers. But internally, they loved him and embraced him and platformed him. And I'm going to make sure you guys get that. That's my promise to y'all. And that's my promise to OIC, because you deserve it. Hans Augustine called me the other day, worried, 11 o'clock at night. Bro, I got a friend just went to Legal Shield. He's making 50K a month right now. What am I doing wrong? He's like, I didn't go with him. I said, Hans, culture. Period. That's it. Culture. They sell a bunch of $26 products. But you know what the difference is? When you join Legal Shield, and Stephen will tell you, because him and I cut from that same cloth. When you are an executive director in Legal Shield, you are a celebrity.
Yes, sir.
They put your name on a flyer. You come to town. There's standing room only.
Yeah.
But here we so busy competing with each other, and I'm not talking about this team, okay? But wherever it exists in OIC, we gotta kill it. Because next year, okay, listen, you guys, can you believe that at convention in Dallas, we graced the stage as a team like nobody's business? We had Princess with the diamonds on the microphone and the cowboy hat. Blake opened up a convention. Princess, any other company that you with, have they given you the mic and the platform at that capacity? No. Kim Howard, okay? You graced the stage. You said, I dreamed of conventions and I manifested it here in OIC. Any other company that you were with, did they get you in front of the whole company at convention? No. Do you know that people left that convention and threw it all away? They threw it away. Don't throw it away. It's just the beginning. Don't throw it away. And we're going to start, okay, by celebrating each other internally. And that's going to be our culture for the duration, okay? Listen, Mary Grace was the only person who caught it this morning. I trained on that training because I knew I qualified for the ring. The training of Mary the business and me getting the ring this morning, if you didn't catch it, was synonymous. It was symbolic, okay? I have literally put a ring on it, literally and figuratively, okay? And if I can do it, anybody can do it, okay? So with that said, anybody want to close us out?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
You
go.
mic drop. That was a
Let's
mic
go.
drop.
It's the first of the month. You better act like it's the end of the month. Go, go,
That's
go,
right.
go.
Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, you guys.
Have a blessed
All
one.
right. Tonight, I'll be presenting the wealth formula. And, listen, you guys, let's push. We got a lot of milestone to cover. We got a lot of track to cover, but we can do it. We can make it happen. Let's believe this thing into existence. Last thing I'll say is Brad asked me this morning, he said, why do you think you hit the 6-figure ring? And I said, it's because I believe this opportunity for the things that I'm actually after, right? I believe that you all should feel this way too. If you don't wake up feeling like nobody wants what you want as bad as you want it, then you don't really believe yet. Unless you are 100% convinced that you want this more than anybody else, you don't really believe yet, okay? So let that be a internal and personal measuring stick, right, for your business and for how you show up every morning, all right? So I appreciate you guys. Let's make it happen. We're going to create a November and a December to remember Mary Grace. So I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one.
Suni, when I see you in person, I want that ring on my finger. I talk to you.
Yes, I will definitely put it on your finger. But thing is, it might not be here yet because it takes about six weeks for it to come after they order it and size it and stuff like that.
It's okay. So, rain check it.
Yeah. But I will definitely put it on everybody's finger at conventions the way John Robinson did me. So I appreciate it. I got y'all. Y'all have a blessed one. Peace.
Thank you. Thanks.